The fox knows something the lion doesn't. While the lion roars and bares its claws, the fox smiles, plays weak, and gets everything it wants without anyone noticing. Give me a few minutes and I'll teach you the most dangerous art Machiavelli ever discovered. How to accumulate real power while everyone thinks you're harmless. How to win every battle while appearing as if you're not even playing. But be warned, once you master this art, you'll see the world differently. You'll realize how many harmless people around you are secretly the most powerful. And you'll understand why those who wield the most power often have the least. Get ready. What you're about to learn is what separates amateurs from masters in the power game. You know that guy. The one who comes into the room making a big noise. The one who needs to show off his Rolex. The one who won't stop talking about his achievements. The one who threatens you every 5 minutes. Now think, does he have real power? Or is he desperate to appear powerful? Machiavelli realized something few understand. Power displayed is power diminished. The more you need to display, the less you have. It's like that saying, the king who needs to say, "I am the king," is not really a king. Real power is silent, invisible, subtle. It doesn't need to be announced because everyone already knows it's there. Machiavelli studied nature and saw, water is the most powerful element, not because it's hard, but because it's soft. Not because it's strong, but because it flows. Water bends around obstacles. It adapts to any shape. It appears weak and harmless. But over time, it destroys mountains. It sinks ships. It shapes continents. Now think about your workplace. Who has more real power? The one who shouts in meetings? Or the one who speaks softly so everyone stops to listen? The one who threatens? Or the one who smiles while taking notes? Masters of power understand. Appear like water, fluid, adaptable, harmless, while secretly corroding, infiltrating, dominating. Do you know what the biggest mistake powerful people make is? Appearing powerful. This makes them targets. Everyone wants to overthrow the king. Everyone envies the rich. Everyone conspires against the strong. It's human nature to attack what threatens, but what seems weak. That one goes unnoticed. That one isn't a threat. That one isn't worth the effort of attacking. Machiavelli saw powerful princes fall because they were obviously dangerous. And he saw humble advisors rule entire kingdoms because no one perceived them as a threat. The lesson? Let others be the target. You be the shadow that controls. Here's the secret. Make everyone underestimate you. Not out of actual weakness, but out of calculated strategy. First, wear the mask of mediocrity. Don't be the smartest in the room. Be second. Don't win every argument. Lose some on purpose. Don't show all your cards. Keep your aces. Second, cultivate a harmless weakness. Be disorganized, but never miss anything important. Be forgetful, but remember everything that matters. Be naive, but never be fooled twice. Third, let others take credit, sometimes. Nothing disarms suspicions more than an apparent lack of ambition. But document everything. The time to collect always comes. There is a figure Machiavelli admired, the wise fool, the one who pretends not to understand, who asks silly questions that reveal everything, who laughs at himself while observing everyone else. Colombo, the detective, mastered this art. He seemed confused, lost, harmless. The criminals relaxed. They talked too much. They gave themselves up. Meanwhile, Colombo built the perfect case. In the real world, it works the same way. The person who doesn't seem to understand office politics usually understands it better than everyone else. The person who doesn't seem to care about power usually has more. Why? Because when you're not seen as a player, people play in front of you. They reveal strategies. They expose weaknesses. They show their cards. Bamboo is nature's wisest plant. During storms, strong, rigid trees break. Bamboo, it bends. It looks like it's going to break. It looks weak, defeated. But when the storm passes, the bamboo returns, intact, stronger, while the oaks are fallen. In the power game, be a bamboo. When the pressure comes, bend, appear to yield. Let the aggressor think they've won. Then, when they relax, return to the position. Stronger, smarter, more dangerous. How many times have you seen this? The employee who takes all the criticism and then implements exactly what they wanted. The partner who agrees with everything and subtly guides every decision. It's the power of bamboo. Give in to win. Machiavelli knew, words reveal, silence conceals and intimidates. The most dangerous person in the room is often the quietest, not because you have nothing to say, but because you understand the power of not saying anything. When you speak, you reveal what you know and what you don't know, what you want and what you fear, how you think and where you are vulnerable, your alliances and your enemies. When you remain silent, others project. They imagine you know more than you do. They fear you think things you don't. They assume you're more dangerous than you are. Strategic silence is one of the most powerful weapons in the Machiavellian arsenal. Want to know what someone really thinks? Be a mirror. Subtly reflect their opinions. Partially agree. Let them elaborate. People love to hear their own ideas. When you reflect them, they let their guard down. They trust. They reveal. They expose themselves. Meanwhile, you learn his true motives, your hidden insecurities, your secret plans, his alliances and betrayals, all while appearing to be just a friendly listener, harmless, understanding. Machiavelli called this feigning in order to discover, appearing to be an ally in order to map the battlefield. Here's an advanced technique. Make powerful people depend on you without them realizing it. Become indispensable in small things. Be the one who remembers the details, the one who solves minor problems, the one who makes life easier in irrelevant aspects. Eventually, they can't function without you. But since you've never asked for anything big, never seemed ambitious, they don't see it as a threat until the day you charge them, and they discover you have more power over them than they have over you. It's reverse dependency. They think you need them, but secretly, they need you more. Nothing disarms more than strategic vulnerability. Share a calculated weakness. Admit a harmless mistake. Ask for help with something that doesn't matter. People let their guard down around those who seem vulnerable. After all, how can someone who admits weakness be dangerous? But choose your vulnerabilities carefully. Reveal weaknesses that are secretly strengths. Admit mistakes that actually show competence. Ask for help which actually creates connection and debt. It's theater, but theater that builds real power. While others build personality cults, you build the opposite, an anti-cult, a persona so normal, so common, that it becomes invisible. Be forgettable on the surface, generic in appearance, predictable in habits, common in public opinion. Why? Because the extraordinary attracts attention, and attention brings scrutiny, and scrutiny reveals strategies. But the common, the average, they operate in the shadows. They move pieces unseen. They accumulate power while others accumulate the spotlight. The crocodile can remain motionless in the water for hours, looking like a log, harmless, dead even, but its eyes are open, calculating, waiting. When the prey relaxes, when it gets too close, when it lets its guard down, snap, quick, lethal, final. Machiavelli understood. Real power requires the patience of a predator. Don't attack at the first opportunity, or the second. Wait for the perfect one, the definitive one. Meanwhile, appear harmless, disinterested even. Let others be hasty, anxious, obvious. You're the log in the water, until you're not anymore. There are 3 levels of disguise in the Machiavellian game. Level 1, the competent incompetent appear less capable than you are. Make calculated mistakes. Ask for unnecessary help. Let others teach you what you already know. Level 2, the neutral ally. Never take obvious sides. Be friends with everyone, close to no one. Subtly support multiple sides. Keep all options open. Level 3, the secret server appear to serve the interests of others while serving your own. Let them think the ideas are theirs. Guide without appearing to guide. Masters operate at level 3. You don't even realize they're in control. Real power isn't individual. It's a network, connections, information, favors owed, secrets kept. But here's the trick. Build your network invisibly. Don't be the obvious center. Be the connecting node. The one who introduces people. The one who happens to know who can help. The one who remembers useful information. Eventually, everyone owes you something. But no one realizes the size of your web, because you never seem to be weaving it. When you win, and you will win if you follow these strategies, practice the theater of modesty. It was luck, I had help. I was in the right place. Anyone would do the same. Why? Because victory breeds envy, and envy breeds enemies. But victory attributed to luck? That's tolerable. It doesn't threaten egos. It doesn't arouse revenge. Let others brag. You accumulate, silently, consistently, invisibly. Obviously, powerful people fall into predictable traps. Arrogance, they think they are untouchable. Paranoia, they see enemies everywhere, except where they are. Insulation, nobody trusts them. Rigidity, they can't adapt. Blindness, they underestimate the little ones. You? Avoid all these pitfalls by being harmless, humble yet attentive, reliable yet careful, flexible yet focused, small yet growing. Here's the most delicious part, the moment of revelation. After years of appearing harmless, after accumulating power in the shadows, after positioning all the pieces, the moment arrives. The moment when you no longer need to pretend, when your power is so solid it can be revealed, when you remove the mask, and everyone is shocked. How did we not see it? Since when? Was it you all along? Yes, it was, but you were too busy looking at the roarers. You didn't see the fox smiling. How to implement this tomorrow. 1. The ego testin. Every meeting, let someone win a small argument. See how it changes the dynamic, how it lowers guards, how it opens doors. 2. The silly question, ask questions you know the answer to. Observe what people reveal when they think they're teaching. 3. The reverse favor ask for small favors. It creates connections. It makes people invest in you. Benjamin Franklin used this. 4. The calculated silence. When asked your opinion on something controversial, pause. Long. Let others fill the silence. Reveal your positions first. 5. Strategic weakness. Admit you don't understand something you're proficient in. See who tries to manipulate you. Now you know who not to trust. How do I identify others playing this game? Very quiet but always present. They know more than they should. Too connected to be insignificant. Too lucky to be lucky. Too humble to be genuine. When you spot one, don't confront it. Observe, learn, maybe even form an alliance. Players recognize players. Machiavelli was not immoral. He was amoral. He didn't judge tools, only their effectiveness. Use this power for good or evil, the choice is yours. But understand, power itself is not evil. It is necessary, and better in the hands of those who understand it than those who fear it. Protect the innocent by being dangerous to predators. Help the weak by being strong in secret. Change the world by appearing to do nothing. Machiavelli's final paradox. The most dangerous power is that which need not be used. When you master the art of appearing harmless while being powerful, something magical happens. You rarely need to use your power. Your mere presence, even disguised, changes dynamics. People feel something. They don't know what. But they respect, they care, they consider, all while you smile harmlessly, knowing you could destroy everything if you wanted. But he doesn't want to, because true power is having the ability and choosing not to use it. It's being the sleeping dragon everyone thinks is a lizard. You spend a few minutes learning Machiavelli's deepest secrets of hidden power. You saw how true masters operate, how they accumulate power while appearing weak, how they win while appearing to lose. Now you have a choice. Keep playing the obvious game? Show your cards? Roar your threats? Show off your small victories? Or start the subtle game? Wear the mask of simplicity? Accumulate power in the shadows? Become dangerously powerful while appearing perfectly harmless? The test starts tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll enter some environment, work, family, social, and you'll have your first opportunity. Someone will try to dominate, show power, make noise. This is your moment. Smile, nod, look impressed. Let them think they've won. In the meantime, observe, learn, catalog, begin to weave your invisible web. In a year, they'll still be roaring. And you'll be smiling. Knowing the real game was never about looking powerful. It was about being powerful. Silently, invisibly, inevitably. And the last lesson. Machiavelli died 500 years ago. But his teachings survive. Why? Because he understood human nature. And human nature doesn't change. Fools still flaunt their power. Wise men still hide it. Lions still roar, foxes still smile. The question is, will you remain a lion in a world that hunts lions? Or will you learn the art of the fox? Power is waiting, not on the brightly lit stage where everyone watches, but in the shadows where the real game is played. Welcome to the real game, the game of those who seem harmless, of those who smile as they conquer, of those who win without anyone realizing they were competing. Machiavelli gave you the map. The path is dark, subtle, and powerful. The question is, do you have the courage to appear weak to become invincible? The clock is ticking, the others are roaring. And you? You are smiling, because you know something they don't. True power is never announced. He just is. Silently, dangerously, inevitably.